for this NaVi Mouz matchup as we get right into Ancient Mouz's map pick. The first of hopefully 3, Harry, because this one bounds to be a banger.
Yeah, I am looking to be the first point of contact here, out towards the box. Xerxan overwhelms him. Oh, bit of an interesting start, but he has successfully gained control over the site. Smoke's down, and NaVi stuck on the other side of it. Frozen even harassing them from middle, but it's going to be JL raining out first with the kill to propel NaVi back in. Now, they've got to be cognizant about this mid flank. Frozen can get activated in the blink of an eye, but they tap on the bomb already, forcing peaks. Now, Frozen's got to make a move, and his teammates are folding like flies. It's all eyes on Frozen, having to do the heavy lifting. Ice in his veins, but they're on the bomb. Got to act quickly here, does Frozen. This is the guy for Mouz, but he can't quite find it. And so the defuse stuck, the full 10 seconds used. And it's NaVi with an exciting round off the rip.
The first of many, I think.
Fast wrapping through the donut. Bit sat up in temple. Gonna have to keep his wits about him. He'll hear these footsteps, so he knows they're coming. Full blind. Torshi's dead. Never even knew what hit him. And Bit goes swinging out with another before Frozen can get that trade. This one ends up even. Bomb now down. Mouz giving it a great go with the force buy. Xerxan trying to go through the motions, gets into the big box. A little awkward here. He's got to pick a path, and he will try and fight for the safety of CT, but dead after one. It's left onto Ema. Looking for NaVi's route back into the retake, and he can't quite deal with Frozen, so the reply is immediate. You don't wait long. Mouz come out with the guns. And like you say, he's proven to be very affluent and very well spoken when it comes to the CS world as well. Very good at putting, verbalizing his knowledge. But he put out tweets. He said he wasn't thrilled with his performances from the play, even though they came through it looking good. Bit USB gonna tap out one. Don't quite know how he's gotten away with it, and it makes this round interesting. Simple's Deagle can't quite stand up to Xerxan. And so JL now moving in, taking up the reins, smoked off. The MAC-10 will find the kill as he battles through the smoke. Now Frozen left to finish the job. He's got the bomb on his back, but he just wants to take this fight, keep him at bay, keep him at range. The molly.
Does he want to trust luck, or will he trust his aim? On the tap, forces a spam, goes over the top, and he sees Frozen through it, but not enough to get the kill. You only have one more chance to run this fake play in the flash. Frozen's buying his time, and JL can't win this, surely. Oh, I don't know about it. It's going to be close, and even he realizes it's one bridge too far. Nice try.
Bomb now planted, and Xerxan still in the red room. Admittedly, won't be able to do anything about the players having crossed, but he can play on a timing now on this window to come in with a backstab and keep pressure applied. NaVi have got to look forward. They've got to fight forward, and that spray is ugly out of Xerxan. He had it all to do in this round. Now it's left onto the captain, and he is overran, overwhelmed. That is actually very composed, clean when all is said and done.
That's a nightmare there for Xerxan, though, because that's a kill that can really influence the round and put pressure on NaVi's backline. He does everything right, but he misses his shot, and it goes into a desperate spray that
Bit's main aggression is nice for NaVi to have, but it's all about how much can he actually get away with here.
Oh dear.
He is very far ahead, right at the front of the pack, but he's got some support as this play looks to come in. He's got his teammate Simple, not needed for the first two. Simple just playing the bait, tucked in, waiting. He's been teed up to win the round. The trigger discipline comes through. Simple knows he's won it. And so that one comes together before your very eyes.
It is just so simple, isn't it? Doesn't take a shot, kills the guy with the gun out, not the planter. B hit for Mouz. NaVi with only one man even close to the bomb site. Alexi's going to have to get trapped out in cave here, put up a tent, do some camping.
Yeah, still, he's got great knowledge of how he should be approaching this, right? Just knowing that being alive is all that really matters. And JL rains death down through the smokes.
What smoke?
That's madness. He makes it look so controlled, like that was easy, like that was ever obvious, but single-handedly He's torn this round away. Mouz never even have the time to feel like they get set up there. You get into a site, you get a bomb planted, but then you get mauled, and
I'd love to know what he saw, because on the kill feed there's no smoke icons, and you know, I can't really tell. It looks different on client, slightly, but it looks like he can just see everything there. He gets a bit of an inkling. The bomb plant is open, but maybe he's just lining it up with a pillar.
And now NaVi flash back into middle, looking to exert a bit of ownership on this part of the map. That actually frees up Bit to rotate over to B, and in good timing as well. However, Beast getting fed in mid. Alexi, traded at least, leaves this even. Mouz have got B. They've also got a lurk all the way through the A site.
Torshi with a crucial kill to Simple, though. That's going to give them the bomb plant. The molly forces them wide. Torshi almost lines them up. I think Bit realized there, but it's too little and it's too late. Torshi's come to play. Finally, with his second AWP, puts in 3 kills.
Unwinnable and so Simple-esque, and you don't want this guy in his head. He kind of knows, you know, there's almost a bit of a target on his back for folks wanting to keep an eye on his performance, right? Both because of the claims made, but...
See, Nifty did it once, and we never stopped saying it, so...
Yeah, that's a good point.
You don't forget it. Not quickly, at least. Boost up on B. Zershan going again for his rambunctious plays in middle, but I love these self-flashes from Bit. That's beautiful. Pops back out Donut with the kill. Or dry up ramp, but that smoke timing will save JL's life, and will keep this B site intact. Ooh. Or flash through a smoke. That's something. You see the trajectory of that flash. If it lands a centimeter shorter, JL's blind. But just unlucky, I guess.
Yeah, this is a bit of a non-starter of a round for Mouz. Everywhere they tried to take the map control to actually begin playing their round, they've lost out on these head-to-heads. And, you know, I mean, the impact, I know he's 0-7, but he's...
They can be fake sometimes. You know, hearing Donut players doesn't necessarily mean you have room to walk out A. There's often a guy hiding behind big box, hiding behind default.
And so this has to be their moment. You got to strike while the iron's hot. Leg from Torshi. Good damage found, but it's the decision to re-peek that betrays him. The smoke in the way at Cave. That's actually a NaVi smoke lobbed out. And it ends up blocking them in. They were hoping it could give them this path, trying to block off the short side, right, with long taken. Oh! Stylish from Simple, but Style ain't going to win the round for him.
Even hangs around and picks the impact, finding him 0-8 on the ramp retreat. This isn't doing anything though. NaVi on shuffling. Bit did go for an aggressive play, but they see the B hit coming from a mile away, and JL puts up a kill. Trying to hide out in his little cubby here in the corner. Alexi causing problems. They do nade out JL at least, but Torshi deciding to back up with a bomb. He's alone right now, calling desperately for reinforcements.
Yeah, both these guys were faking the A site, right? So they're a lot later to the bomb site, and Ema sees a leg, looking to take more than that though. He'll swing it wide, full blind, and there's Yimpat with his first kill on the board. And what an important one it is. Simple on the receiving end. It's all left onto Alexi. Threat from the cave, but wiped out by Torshi on the wide swing.
No info. NaVi don't know what's going on. They're about to find out.
Oh, Bit's clean with it for the first one. Swinging out for a bit more. Another dink from him, but end of the line. Now Ema's got to do it, and he's burning. Forced out into the open. They hear that molly tagging. Impact with another to his name, and Torshi's off. Fires down range. JL dead, and it's all left onto Alexi. Late through middle. Not a hope in the world in this retake. Mouz have got all the time they need to get set up. And Impact's even trying to take the donut away. Finn's going to clash here, and he'll win it out. What a feeling to go forth and win out this first half. If you're Mouz, considering how this starts, it was looking lights out for NaVi, but a late game activation, guys like Zershan getting switched online. But shutting down this attempt at taking away some key real estate that Mouz were looking to do. Now NaVi can just pick up the pace. You know that Mouz might have to concede this side of the map and wait for the rotates, and that's what Ema is here to cut down. Sure, it's the one and done, but he keeps NaVi looking pretty as they're now 4-on-3 with the bomb down, Bits boosted, beckoning them in.
I love this boost. He's going to peek really late as well. When they forget about it, Shuey wins that fight, and now they have info. They know another man's trapped.
Simple holds on the cross, but JL's dead at ramp. This one is so quickly getting away from NaVi. And Mouz will be the ones to pick it up.
How?
They didn't have anything to latch onto there. Red was controlled, the rotates was slow, they were retaking the site. The boost landed an immediate dink. You thought that that was going to be enough. But they battle through. And they'll maintain this lead to open up the second half.
It's getting stressful for Simple, as NaVi are losing some very awkward rounds in this game so far, this being one of them. Oh dear.
I mean, this is the man for the job. This is the one that you want, and he's got support with him. Frozen chains together the double with a bit of help from Impact, and now it's just Simple left to contain. Impact gets the better of him again. But a 2v5 needed from JL and Bit. They've at least been given a little bit of time to get set up here. This is relatively respectful from the Mouz squad as they wait for this CT component to group up. They've really left nothing unaccounted for here. They're going to be clearing, just sweeping through the site, clearing all these sight lines. Now they know where Bit is with the Deagle, and Chewy's going to run him down. Yeah, Simple just joining up with his teammate back in main. JL's going to be able to control rotates out of the cave. That one kill onto Xerxin is the signal to hit the go button. But the backstab in from Chewy. And now Torshi looks back at main. Bit dead. Simple's got to hit this, and he will. The pressure's on now for Torshi. Got to watch 2 angles, but his teammates move in, and they'll make it nice and easy for him. Frozen's got Donut, and the wrap round comes through. Yeah, this looks like a pretty standard, just lobbing in the standard little B exec util, the smoke for cave to try and deny some of these angles, but fighting in the sight of Mouz, playing ahead of this util that's down, and so it's not going to apply a whole lot of pressure there.
They made that B hold look so good and make sure they're all blind. That's just excellent. They don't molly the choke point, which they know will get smoked, and then you can't see anything, but they just molly to deny control, not to do damage. Great combo for Mouz. They've got all these little tricks. NaVi getting desperate mid-rushes. It goes as well as you expect. Stacked with 3 CTs here. They obliterate NaVi. How's JL out?
Oh yeah, it's kind of mad, isn't it, that he even gets that deep, but we'll get caught.
Simple's here.
And I think this was one of the interesting things with NaVi making the decision to go international, right? Switching up the language that they're coming in. I think that it's going to force someone like Alexi to have to try and cook up simple solutions to very complex problems here. You don't want to get it lost in translation. You don't want people having to think too much about the plays that are being made. It's got to flow. NaVi have battled their way to a bomb plant here, and it's Bit and Simple left in it.
Yeah, maybe it is that simple solution here for NaVi. As the Ukrainians try and clutch up against Mouz. Bit, he could get a double kill right here, but Frozen is feeling frisky, putting Simple in the clutch.
So much to do, and right now he's holding for a cave swing. Never even a look at ramp. Frozen goes walking up it and just executes him. Simple's waiting for contact that never even arrives. And Frozen goes on to close that out. A fantastic game. And the cubby here over towards B. And then you'll see that because Mouz have just cleared mid right now at around about the 30-second mark, they've confirmed that mid is clear. Now they hear the footsteps. They know it's the B play. There's a third man here. Chewy dies immediately. The Torshi rings out with one from long. Over on short, low HP on Xerxin, but that's not slowing his roll. He's still playing this pretty aggressively. His teammate's a little ways out from cave, and he will end up giving a kill away. Bit flushes him out. Ready for the next fight through the cave, and the Impact can't trade it. Left up in the 1v3, he's had a very quiet game, and even though he's got some of these swing rounds for Mouz, he will get silenced by Simple.
Yeah, just fired off to try and trade Bit, and that one bullet gave all the info for NaVi.
Xerxin doesn't see nothing, so he quite likes it. He's playing around it.
He hears that.
And he knows they're boosting. Here's the scope. Oh, he's rubbing his hands together. JL has got to be holding this on the fade. JL's got to be holding it. Smoke now fades. Simple fed to the walls, but JL will trade. At least stops any more damage being done through that smoke fade at the base of ramp. However, this Torshi AWP. Oh,
what?
Oh, that's a bit of a head scratcher. Yeah. That's a bit of a question mark. Yimpat is moving in. He might be able to stop this. The bomb is the last man crossing.
No.
And so a high impact kill out of Yimpat again. And it's bought time for Frozen to move into middle and lend a helping hand. Yimpat does not have to do this alone. He's got his team backing him up every step of the way. And there's Frozen as the point man to come in and take matters into his own hands.
Yeah, forget what Torshi did in the round, right? Trying to run a rotate back in mid with his knife out with 30 seconds when Yimpat comes in and drops the bomb.
You wonder, does he keep creeping forward? Because there's a lot of info to be gained there.
Oh, they're flashing through. That's so cheeky with the molly as well. Right as NaVi had walked out through the smoke. Alexi's still here. Shui doesn't know how close he was to death there, but his teammate's flash gives him some room, and Frozen takes a second. This may be the beginning of the end. Upsets galore here.
I mean, a lot of these rounds have felt pretty desperate towards the end for NaVi, and with each kill that goes against you, you're getting more and more desperate. Feels like you're living in a nightmare right now. Every player you face is just locking you out all across the map. You've got nothing left if you're bit, and so he'll get hounded down. It's the captain to close, and with that howl, I'll move up a map in this series. Overpass coming down the pipeline next. That's where NaVi have got to seek some redemption here.
Yeah, Frozen looks like such a monster, man. He really looks like the star player we've been waiting to see. Ema heading mid, but it's a con crawl into two players, Sui and Torshi. The dualies await.
Oh, and it's clean from Shui to open. Oh, more dualies where that came from. That's 5 guns in the connector, all firing back at NaVi. Good tap from Simple. Well, remove one and give them the spacing to get into B, but so much more has to be done before NaVi can even look to get this bomb down. JL tries to take a bit of space back over towards Spawn, and he will find Yimpat, but he's in this all alone. The site is lost, the bomb dropped with it, and Xertion is there to put a stop to it. If this is the tag team that you're going to get, if you're going to get these hot starts from Xertion,
Gonna catch JL going back up A. And again, we saw these rounds on Ancient. They know what's going on. 20 seconds, A is confirmed.
over the top, Frozen having a drop on down, and he will get sandwiched between Long and Toilet. Simple. That looked like a lovely flick. We saw that from Torshi's POV. That was a 90-degree snap.
Stunning shots. But that's, you know, Mouz knew exactly what was coming in right there after they re-aggro short at the right time. They use their smokes extremely well, but Simple outshoots every statistic.
Pressured, and I don't think you can let NaVi feel that comfortable. Simple spots the con man. But it's Yimpat. First kill in the round.
No
Xertion follows up.
Not like this.
That bomb's got to get retrieved by Alexi. Ema's walking into A, and he's got his teammate with him in Simple, so they will get the opener. It's the rifles they got to worry about, and they're a ways away. They were both spotted, one down on B, one in the connector. And so NaVi, this is a quick reaction.
Nice back off of Frozen there. He almost walked out with Torshi, who didn't realize they were deep, but he'd rather just stay alive and play with his teammate, set up a rifle. They're going to do that now. The molly falls short. Yimpat hits a massive kill. You could barely see him, and Ema gets picked out. Meanwhile, this long flank comes in. It's going very slow, though, just in case there's a toilets lurker. Now both players called in the site. Xertion starts to run, and Alexi takes him out. Huge kill for the captain of NaVi. 2-on-3.
And everyone coming from Dumpster. Alexi on the angle. Farms up the first man in. Yimpat's going to be the one who has to trade this and sees him on the dice box. Knows he's got him boxed in. Does deal with Alexi. Now Simple is the one to beat, but that's easier said than done. They're on the bomb, and Simple swings. Will deny the defuse.
Kit.
He's grabbed the kit. He's grabbed it, and Sasui will grab this defuse right from under their noses. With seconds to spare, he gets that trade, that all-important trade onto Simple swinging toilet. If you let Simple get away there, you're not winning the round. The re-smoke's in, but that's going to land deep, and NaVi are already ahead of it, so that's not going to work as well as Mouz believe it has. JL tries to lead the charge with Alexi opening. Comes down to Yimpat having to hold the line.
Not bad.
Clashes with Simple, sure, but he gets his double. He does what he had to do in the round. And now if you try to go back up A, that's when you're walking into Frozen with the games this guy's been having. There's opponents you'd rather face here, and Frozen, good timing on the turnaround back to long. When you see EMA there, you're under no illusion what that means. That this bomb was looking to come back up, that they were leaving the back door open, but Simple deals with Frozen cleanly. Now they hear the plant coming in. They know they've got a 1v1 on the planter, but they can't win it. And so with that kill, it leaves it all on Torshi. He's too far removed. He's saving the AWP again.
Now he's pissed because he's like, all right, you're losing B. I start B and they go A. He's been outside of Monster for the most part. So if Mouz try and regather info here, it's got to be a good flash, and it's perfect. Got to give it to Mouz. Their flash B peaks have come up with results. So NaVi should just go back to A, but here's where Mouz continue to make moves.
Yeah, one extra detail was there must have been a miscommunication there in the mid-round as well, because Simple and Alexi both smoked the same thing over towards A. So now they don't have one for this site hit when it looks to come through. And that's going to prove to matter here if you're NaVi. Mouz a full setup over on A. They really want NaVi to come back up the connector into this AAA lead. Frozen fights on short, and he will feed Alexi one. So he's on a bit of an off angle for the long hold, and so that one just walks right into him. Torshi has missed this timing, but he hears the footsteps turning around. He'll deal with it, and Alexi sandwiched. Torshi puts him in a box. Good night.
No. He just spammed him through toilets. I don't think he saw him at all. That's just a shot through the wall. If EMA takes down Sui on this long corner, that's how that unravels, but a really nice off angle. And yeah, let's see this. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Yeah, he just RNG'd him.
Well, he's actually looked good over here at the barrels, man, in the rounds where he's had to provide something for Mouz. He's been able to do it. This one is not one of those rounds. Bit has really come alive across the last couple. Grinds away into this one for NaVi, uprooting both the B site anchors. And so now it's down to the retake again. Mouz are clearly scarred by some of these A rounds. They've been dedicating a lot more resources there early.
Mouz might be tempted, but Bit does not miss. Triple entry and puts NaVi on the board. Nice to know they can just do those quick B hits and get away with them. That's something they'll keep in the back pocket for later in the half. Yeah, and if JL starts, getting B entries or something.
That's a little awkward.
Yeah, free gun. And finally, Torshi takes a peek into an enemy for a change. He gets that kill at Monster. Frozen finds a second. And Mouz, this wouldn't be the first time they've won a round with 2 guns. That's it. And it's looking like enough. Are you really going to drop in? Oh, you cheeky boy. No way he commits. Frozen doesn't shoot because he wants Alexi to drop. He's like, oh yeah, I'm not here. You can come down this ladder. It's safe. It's not safe. And EMA in a 1-on-4. First job, find Frozen. And well, next job, go next round.
This is a good angle for him. The one worry is this creep up through the bathrooms. And while his teammates are checking it, he's out on an island, and the swing from Frozen is just a second too late, but it won't matter because he goes on to knock out every remaining NaVi player, and then Sui locks it in.
He arrives right on time.
Yeah, forget I said anything, sure. Torshi kind of got hung out to dry. Has support from Zershan again down at the connector. He's going to try and tee him up with that flashbang, but everything's looking a little muddled right now. He's once again, same island as last time, same result. Frozen, this time not the 4K. But it shouldn't come to matter, it shouldn't come to pass. That said, Simple's been armed with the AWP and a chance to plant, won't stick it straight away. And that's when Mouz clothesline him. They don't give him the room nor the respect to play out that 1v3.
It's a little flustered for Simple, trying to stick it again. He tapped it. Oh,
and that's a move that Frozen's attempting to make.
This is more Torshi.
Okay, let's see if he can make it work on the long push. Nails Simple. And that's a freebie. You'll take the return to the 4v4. Torshi just wants to back out of there now. Doesn't want to risk going down. Instead, you've got these little gimmicks employed to turn the tide in favor of Mouz. But this timing hit over towards Monster is interesting. JL versus Yimpat. And JL's ducked right under his crosshair. Yimpat does not know that a man is in the site with him right now. And that loud rotate away. Maybe this gives an avenue to NaVi.
Did he jump spot him? It looked like he was going for the jump.
Hang
Oh,
on.
Alexi's been hurt. Free bomb. First class delivery. Xerxes got it smoked off as well, but they're down the ladder. They're not far around the corner. Ema dead as well. Xerxes on a tear with 3 in the round. And JL's lurkout B, no matter how influential, well, is now anything but. His team nowhere to be seen. And JL, for the end of the half, is just looking for stats.
The ultimate grift for Mouz proved to just be the presence of this comm man in every round that they had one. You know, the results were there. It's palpable. Whether it's Frozen 4K'ing, Xerxes going forward and finding the bomb, this half shapes up nicely for Mouz when all is said and done.
Simple's had the gush sucked out of him.
This is a very weird retake.
Yeah.
5v5, but with a 1 HP player, it feels like a 4v5. So as they move in, they're going to get struck down by the Glock. Sui trying to make some moves, eventually bested, but Bits Doolies have got their work cut out for them. Far too much to do for just one man up through short. A fakey, rotatey map. Frozen gets stuck in, but bites off more than he can chew. Bit straight levitating down towards Monster. Opens this round up to the advantage in NaVi, and now the A side's about to get tested.
Oh, great play inside of the smoke here for Ema. Jimpat, and as he spams it, he'll have no idea. He'll run right by this. What a play with a flash, though. Definitely not ready for more. Alexi picks up a huge double, and Ema wants to play for the whole goddamn round. He wants to play for everything. Takes the bomb. Sui now given a chance, cross behind the sight, but he sneaks right into the angle, and Ema makes do by his position. Monster flash goes over.
IEM's already cleared mid though. Alexi's here. There's 4 players inside of the B site, so this is about as pretty as it should be for NaVi. They've got everyone in the right place. JL farms up the remaining 2.
Nice.
Reaggressed long right as Mouz have disbanded the default and moved away. So we should have a rotate at a Simple in just a moment, and here's the push down towards B. They get the 2 openings. That's crucial. Simple takes up position in heaven, but a smoke's going to obscure his sight lines and leave it all on one man down in the site. Alexi has got some heavy lifting to do now as Mouz are looking to run him down. Sui finds him when the captains clash. And Simple's flashed off the angle, denied any say in this bomb crossing. NaVi just a second too late to the realization of this round. The entry's finally coming up in favor of Mouz. And they get one on the board that they can be proud of. Simple still looking to exert a bit of pressure over the site here, but a gnarly shot from Sui. Still, the peak from Simple borders on unnecessary when...
Need to go for the exits, and actually Ema might not be guaranteed anything either. But they won't go any further.
Thank goodness they don't come around.
Yeah, there's a lot of angles there in T-spawn. Mouz just build their money. Take a 12 on this T side. Very nice entries. Trade out Monster, and awkward timing for NaVi, who re-aggress on short. But Mouz aren't blind.
See, and look, man, when you look at the money, like, yeah, NaVi can buy. I'm not doubting that. If Ema goes for these mid peaks, if NaVi going to try and work a bit of control, Simple ahead of the molly with that orb, cleanly done, and he's going to smoke it, get the hell out of there. That is a great start to the round for his first look in with the AWP.
That's so smart, dude, because he even waits. He lets them walk into mid thinking the molly's worked. Anything but. The impact only good for 1. Ema's still stuck down in connector, and he's dropped the bomb and then some. 3 kills to Ema, who's having a quiet map, but that's a massive round that NaVi need. It's back and forth, and NaVi don't have full cash yet, but you can see Mouz's money.
Just a bit of damage downrange to keep 3 bodies there. He served his purpose. As the rest of Mouz now try and break into B. Too strong, falls to 1. It's just JL from behind the pillar. He's gonna need support. Alexi's raining in flashes from the heavens. Very complimentary to his sight anchor. Makes it nice and easy for JL. And with the bomb away from Mouz, there's no winning this round. NaVi are closing the gap.
That was sick from JL. What a way to pivot off of pillar. And as you said, supporting flashes just raining in. Bit even managed to dodge the util coming in. Mouz fake NaVi pretty well to keep them 3A with the orb. And JL just does everything on the lower side. Drops a bomb twice over. Rock solid hold on B for NaVi, and now Mouz, now they're in trouble. He's playing the fade. NaVi getting aggressive on B. About to clear this out. It might not matter, it might be too late.
Exertion, flying, that's so awkward. IEM, head on a swivel as Ema tears him down. Torshi in the backline makes it a little more competitive for a moment here. Simple as to back up, go through the motions through bank, and Bit full sends.
Wow.
Straight through the dumpster. It's left on a Simple. He's going to replicate the move that Bit just made. They never saw him cross. They never saw him cross. And so Frozen's deleted. No one in position to trade this. Simple eventually dealt with, and it's Yimpat to find him. That's a very intriguing head-to-head, because I feel like Impact actually has been getting the better of Simple in a lot of these fights, in a lot of these rounds.
I mean, he's 18 kills. He's right neck and neck with the top of his team. Him and Frozen at 18, Xerxen at 19. What a double from Torshi. That fast flank for NaVi, completely dealt with by the AWP on a rifle. And it was Simple's flash that set him up for 2 huge kills on top side. That's a 3-on-5 for Mouz.
Can't afford to make any sort of mistake here. NaVi re-aggroing into the toilets. I like this. They conceded long, but Xerxen, that is a gnarly gap through the smoke. He's heard the tag, and IEM's dead as well. With Ema gone,
wow.
Sui follows up. Alexi dispatched off as that first man on the scene and the last man on the scene for NaVi in that one.
Yeah, Mouz,
everyone else has got to run for the hills.
Mouz are super far up long.
Whoever won this one was always going to feel real good about it. The fact that you win it flawlessly if you're Mouz, and that you even remove one of the saving players, that kill right there carries monumental impact. With 2 players surviving, there were ways you could have juggled the money here and put together a full-on buy, give yourself the best possible chance with still a bit of room to maneuver.
They would have had 5 rifles.
Yeah.
Now they can't justify it. They get the full buy, but this is very unfortunate timing. IEM hits a beautiful one, though. He only makes it 1. Quick trade. They were setting up a run boost for long.
Waiting and seeing and hoping that these pistols can deliver salvation, something to hold on to here. They are right next to Simple. The entirety of the Mouz squad is right here.
All 4?
Surely not. I mean, they checked him last time. And
1.
this time they try to check him. The Impact dead. They're going to start spamming. Nice. And so it's just the one and done. Now that con rotate comes into fruition for JL. But as mentioned, he had to make noise to do it. They didn't know about Alexi, but Frozen trades him, turns on a dime. Bits recovered the M4 and shots at the 1v1, but doesn't convert the spray. And that missed opportunity, just as the bullet sailed on past, that opportunity sails past NaVi. Vitality OG's Victor. Oh, and this time the boost is fruitful. They do it again, and Torshi reaps the reward. You get a 5v4 to open up this round. You get a 5v4 to grace you in what could be your last round of play, and he even takes it 1 step further, does Torshi.
Simple rush connector after they saw that boost. He thought he had room. Torshi's taken him out as well, so 2 kills, and it might just be done. Yimpat, what a phenomenal map from this guy, who has not looked like this yet.
You know, finding their form back at Blast, you were hopeful that they could show up here and deliver on day 1. Whenever you looked at NaVi, whenever you spoke to NaVi, you felt like the vibes were good. And Mouz from the play-ins, who were lights out there where Torshi was the star. Now the usual suspects look to show up. It's Frozen, it's Xerxen. Lights out game from them today. Yimpat started this on dire straits. He couldn't even find a kill on Ancient. He was having no impact. But by the time Overpass rolled around, he showed he's got what it takes.
Yeah, Mouz continues to show the Academy prospects really do lead a run to some of the deepest tournament runs in Counter-Strike. This is the youngest team at IEM Cologne, and they've just taken down NaVi 2-0 and didn't even break a sweat. Sui's back, and NaVi are in disarray here as a disappointing day graces their screens.